Hi there smartphone fans, welcome back to Smartphone Wars. For the most affordable full display phone on the market right now, the Cubot X18 is an 18:9 aspect ratio budget 4G phone from China. You can get now for around $100 and its specs are quite decent. Packs a quad core with 3GB of RAM, 32GB of onboard storage, 16 megapixel back camera and 13 megapixel front camera, and the front camera this also come with an LED flash, so you get a flashlight on both cameras, and it does have a rear fingerprint scanner and the 3200 mAh changeable battery. That's right, the battery inside this thing can be changed, and it's an all plastic phone, albeit be it a very good looking one. The glossy plastic really shines and the phone looks much premium than it actually is. The build quality on this phone is very good considering it's a $100 phone, and you don't get many phones with changeable batteries these days, so this is definitely a plus. Another plus with the Cubot X18 is that you have dual SIMs and you have a separate SD card slot, so you can have both dual SIMs inside at the same time and have unexpandable storage up to 128 gigs more than the 32 gigs on both storage. But both SIM tray slots for some reason are micro SIM, they're not nano SIM, which is really odd considering today like 90% of the SIM cards are nano SIM. But if you're rocking a micro SIM card still, this will be very good for you. If you're not, you're definitely gonna get an adapter for that like I did, and it does also come with a with a silicone case inside the package, so pretty nice package considering getting a $100 phone. And this is all about that 18:9 or 2:1 screen aspect ratio, just like the Samsung Galaxy S8, and it actually does deliver quite good on that, since this is really an 18:9 display resolution. This is not a bezel-less phone or anything, it's not really a full display. There are borders on the top and bottom, but one can't argue that the 2:1 or 18:9 aspect ratio really looks amazing, and that the phone is well built and well functioning. But with the 18:9 display ratio or full display, you will get some things that are not quite good, since not all media can definitely take advantage of that, and you have to look for specific movies on Netflix and on YouTube which support that resolution. And if they don't have it, you will get a tiny black border on both sides like you do here. Now the display quality of the phone is definitely very nice, and the speaker is loud enough and clear, but just don't enable that additional boost because it makes it sound very tinny.
Content on a screen that wide, well, you can't get it from everywhere. Netflix has some things, but if you want to make your own, you're welcome to. The phone supports filming in 18.
Display may have the 18:9 or full display feature, and the screen has very good color production quality, decent deep blacks for $100, but it's not the brightest one on the block, and sunlight visibility is okay but not great on the Cubot X18. Again, we're talking about just a $100 phone here with the latest tech, which is a full display phone, and it really does deliver on that. And as I said, you do have a front camera with a flashlight on it, and there is also an LED notification on the top right which can't be customizable, and it's not really the brightest one at all. But the phone does support 4G LTE or VoLTE as well, for those of you wanting to know that, and the display has mirror vision enabled with dynamic contrast, but it doesn't have a blue light or reading filter on it. 32 gigs of onboard storage, which I've installed all my social apps and 5-6 games, and you do have another 14 gigs free, so this is again very nice. I said the LED light is on the top right corner and it's not customizable. This phone comes with a very good multi-language ROM. I think that practically every language known to man is in there, so this is great for importing if you want the phone to have a user interface in your language. And the user interface on the Cubot X18 is very stock Android. It's with the latest security patch from August, and it's Android 7.0 Nougat. No bloatware on this device whatsoever. very nice and streamlined and chic looking user interface. And if you're wondering if this phone's 4G works in your country, well, 1, 3, 7, 8 and band 20 are supported by the Cubot X18, so limited band support, very limited in the US and Canada. Definitely won't recommend importing that there, but it will work with 4G anywhere in Europe and Asia, no problem. And just to confirm all the specs here, you can see the main camera is an older Sony IMX135 sensor, the front camera is an OmniVision sensor, 3 GB RAM, 32 GB of onboard storage, and it does only have the basic sensors like light and proximity sensors. There's no gyroscope here, so 360 videos can't be viewed on this device, and you can't use Google Cardboard with it, but you can use Google Assistant. And let's talk about the performance. Performance actually where this phone really excels besides the display. GPS lock was stupid fast outside on a $100 phone. It's very good GPS on this thing. Again, thanks to Cubot's very good optimization. I've actually tested most of their phones and they always have very reliable GPS on it. Benchmarks really don't paint the whole picture. This is just an entry-level chip. Antutu score is okay for a $100 device. But I want to show you more about the battery. Unfortunately, the software inside doesn't show battery usage statistics, but do take my word for it. The battery on this thing is actually quite decent. You will get around 5 hours of screen on time with it on a single charge, with even some gaming, and it will definitely last you a full day of heavy usage. But the phone does not come with a quick charge feature, and charging the phone just takes a bit longer than 2 hours with the supply 10-watt charger. And onto the real world performance. Again, as I said, this is a part where the Cubot X18 actually excels. With this entry-level quad-core chip and the specs inside, it does run pretty much the same as any Helio P20 device I've seen, and has very good RAM management. I was actually very amazed how good this phone ran. It was very fast and very smooth experience for a daily driver. All Google services pre-installed, all media heavy social apps with newsfeed ran actually quite well with little to no slowdowns at all, and the phone was actually able to run plenty of apps in the background without running none of them, all apps with heavy newsfeed or heavy browsing. There was some lag switching between them from time to time, but this is really normal for a $100 device. But again, a very decent daily driver performance you're getting here for $100, and an 18:9 real 18:9 aspect ratio display. So very good screen quality, very good build quality. This is a fine budget phone for $100 in my books so far. And one thing that was really weird is that although it was running Android 7 Nougat, it is running the 32-bit version, and there was no split screen multitasking or screen recording on this one, so I want to let you know this. But the phone you can see runs actually very well with around 10, 20, 12 apps open in the background, and even a game you can switch to without reloading. Very good data performance. And speaking about gaming, of course, here are some gaming tests. Now don't expect the most heavy upon heavy titles to run great, but I've actually moderate 3D titles and some racing and first person shooters actually run quite decent on the Cubot X18. The MTK 6737T quad core actually performs very well in most gaming cases, and there is no overheating issue since the chip is very small. There is no thermal throttling. You get constant good performance all around, and the games really do take great advantage of that 18:9 aspect ratio. You can see the entire display through, and you get a wonderful immersion experience while gaming, much better than viewing media, because the media right now on YouTube and most media apps really doesn't take advantage of the 18:9 aspect ratio, but all the games does, and they all stretch through. And as you can see, the gaming on this device looks much better than on standard 16:9 or older 4:3 aspect ratio phones. Now with all these features like the display and everything and the low price, Cubot actually had only one option. They had to put just one decent camera in there, and the other had to be, well, half decent. And Cubot have actually chosen to go with the more capable selfie camera and actually added a pretty decent flash on it, which really does help in low light situations. The front camera on this device is very decent. I would say very good for $100, and certainly beats some much more expensive phones. Even in lower light there is a bit more noise, but the selfies are definitely very good, even in very low light, especially when you turn on the flashlights. You do get much more illumination, and the front cam video is again very nice, but the main cam video stabilization is okay, but the colors are a bit murky.
Some kind of stabilization. So this is the front cam video. The more at night. Yeah, pretty decent considering it's a $100 phone.
You can see the main cam video definitely packs a very capable electronic image stabilization that tries its best to stabilize the image while you're walking, and the end product is not very bad if it wasn't for all the Sony IMX really dull and lifelike colors. You will get a good shot here and there, and the phone did actually very well with moving objects and using 2 and 3 times digital zoom. I was very surprised by the very good quality of the zoom, since it does have more megapixels and it takes good zoom photos, but you need very decent light situations for this, and I'm not talking about really bright sunlights. I'm talking about like shady afternoon to get a very good photo, and or if it's not that, if it's a very sunny day or very low light, the camera will overexpose the image, and as you can see here, even in low light shots, light is very overexposed on this end. So this is a barely okay main camera, even for like $110 device such as this. And that's it. Let's wrap it all up for the Cubot. The Cubot X18 is a great phone if you're looking for that full display 18:9 aspect ratio and want a good selfie camera with decent battery life and very good performance on a $100 budget. However, you have to definitely compromise with the rear camera, lack of sensors, and lack of functions like split screen multitasking and screen recording. But as I said, the phone is very okay, it works, call quality is very good on this device as well, GPS is very good, so it's an okay phone to buy for $100. Thank you for watching my video, give it a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to my channel for more honest reviews on smartphones from China, and as always you can buy the phone from the link in the video description below, and I do urge you to share the video so that your friends can watch it as well. Thank you for viewing in, and peace out.
Stick around.